Good morning, viewers. Welcome to the program Astro Factors. This is Dr. Harish. In the past 8 to 9 videos, we have discussed many issues, rather many new issues pertaining to various aspects of astrology, and I am very happy to elucidate that I am getting a lot of affection, I am getting a lot of love and lot of response from the viewers. But somehow, somehow it happens every time that I am not getting adequate response for the subscription or adequate response regarding the comments and your views. Friends, comment and views, it may be good or it may be bad or it may be bitter. But there is a saying that Nindar Niyare Rakhiye Angan Puti Chhawai. It means even if something is very critical, it is going to ameliorate, it is going to invigorate our efforts. So in this connection, today we are taking a new issue on Israel, and with me as in the last video, Neha is with me. She has done Acharya in astrology, as well as she is well versed in many new avenues, including the decoding of astrology and decoding of various microscopic factors in the field of numerology, Vastu and astrology. Neha, welcome to program Astro Factors.
Thank you, Acharya-ji. Today we will start with Israel and Palestine war. What is your take on this?
I think this is a sort of very exploding question, and at the moment, everyone is so concerned because in G20 there had been many issues, there have been many things which has factored in, and subsequently they were analyzed and they were reflected in various sort of treatises and various sort of other issues which were bilateral also. So here lies the horoscope of Israel. The Israel, the establishment is it is very close to, say ours was on 14th August and this is 14th May 1948. That is the timing, and Tel Aviv is the capital. So that is the sort of when with the available material with us, when the country was established. And basically Palestine, it is a sort of earlier only landmass, and landmass is also evident from, this is Lagna, and this Lagna is Kanya Rashi, and Kanya Rashi, first is Agni, and Agni followed by Prithvi. So lot of Prithvi Tattva, it is available with the establishment of this country. Now we should reckon something with the history. And the Jews from all over the world, so they were given an opportunity to settle in that country. But things happen, in geographical concentration and in geopolitical situation, things move in a different direction. Now we are confining our discussion to the astrological aspect. Jerusalem is a place which is governed by UNO. So Jerusalem is a place which is governed by UNO, and it is said that Palestinians people also reside there. And the third important masjid, Al-Aqsa Masjid, it is located there. And Jews say that Isa Masih, he was crucified over there. So that type of conglomerate is available with Israel. So basically, when we see and we analyze the horoscope, this is the horoscope, and the best part of the horoscope is this is Vargottam. What is a Vargottam horoscope? It means this in D1 and in Naumanch. Naumanch is, you must be knowing, it is sort of micro analysis of the each and every houses, and if the horoscope is correct, timing is correct, So Navmansh is the mirror image of the horoscope. So this is Vargottam. So that is the most important factor, that Lagna is Vargottam.
So what are the significance of planets in the horoscope?
So this is very important question, and you see this is Kanya Lagna, and then other aspects, that Jupiter retrograde, though retrograde, but Jupiter is in Dhanu Rashi. Dhanu is the own Rashi of Jupiter, and this is the fourth house, and in front of fourth house is Venus. So Venus, Gemini, Venus is in Gemini. So Venus here in Gemini and Jupiter, so they form a very, important combination. So and then Ketu and Rahu. Ketu and Rahu, they are second and eighth axis. This is not very good axis, but even then it has to be Ketu and Rahu. You must be knowing they are, always in front of each other. So, and this is, 11th house. 11th house is having this moon and Saturn. Moon, moon in Swagrahi. Swagrahi, here the moon is considered in a Pukya Nakshatra. Pukya Nakshatra is one of the very auspicious, one of the very important, and to say one of the most significant nakshatra so far as the mundane astrology is concerned.
Tell us something more about mundane astrology.
One thing, that reminds me that very less literature is available on mundane astrology. Basically, things started from the nakshatra-based astrology, then subsequently Parashari system. Parashari system is a Kundali-based analysis. And, Baramhir, he was born about 565 years before Christ. So Baramhir, he was in the kingdom of Chandragupta Vikramaditya. He wrote a lot of books. His son Prithu Isha, he wrote a book on, how the Khat Panchashika, means that if something is lost, how it can be found. So the issue is that the significance of planets in mundane astrology, they are totally different. For example, first house, this is the Lagna. In mundane astrology, Lagna is what is the general opinion and what is the prosperity of the public at large. What is the composition of Mantri Mandal and who is the president. President means, president means like presidential form of government, not executive, presidential form. So, and in front, and other important houses, this is the third house. Third house, third house in mundane. This is always for the TV, this is for the media, this is for the entertainment, and this is for the communication. And here the second house, second house, this is for the trade and commerce. Fourth house is very important. This is for the, fourth house is for the land. Fourth house is for the throne, for the Singhasan. This is also known as the Singhasan house. Then fourth house, this is very important so far as the opposition parties are concerned. This time, if you visualize the horoscope of India this year, the Lagna is Vrishchik. 21st March, Pratipada 2080 is started. So Lagna is Vrishchik. And here, in fourth house, Saturn is located in the transit. So Saturn means Jupiter is a good planet. Meaning thereby in Israel, so far as the opposition is concerned, they are not able to confront the government. But in India, the situation is different. So that is why I thought that I will elaborate this point. And 11th house, this is the sixth house. Sixth house this is for the armed forces, this is for the hospitals, and this is for the start of the war. So this house, this is respecting this house. This is the most part. This is the, sixth house, and this is seeing Saturn. So this is not a good combination so far as the war and other things is concerned. And subsequently this Rahu also, Rahu in 8th house. 8th house, it is not considered to be a good house. And Trik houses. Trik houses is what Trik houses? Trik houses means 6, 8 and 12. They are the Trik houses. Tripartite houses. Absolutely malicious houses. And Rahu, Rahu and Ketu, they always will give the effect of the house in which they are placed. If the Rahu is placed in 8th house, that will give the worst result of, death, war, clandestine operation, terrorism, and so something happens, you are not prepared for that. You are not prepared, and something will happen. There is epidemic, one considers, the country considers that there will be 100 deaths, but there are 10,000 deaths. These things, alarming situation, multi-proportional sort of menace. So it is reflected by the 8th house.
And what is reflected by the 9th and the 10th house?
9th and 10th house, they are the, you see, this is the 9th house, and this is the 10th house. So 9th house, if there is an exchange, in Hindi it is known as Asthan Parivartan. So, Lord of the 9th house, this is the second, Lord of the 9th house, it goes where? In the 10th house.
Okay.
That is, and Lord of the 10th house, this is Gemini, it comes here. So, this is for the best Raj Yoga sort of combination. Best Raj, one of the finest Raj Yoga concentration. I mean, rule number 41, it is said, Rajya Vritti Krita Prabalo Sansthe. Rajya Vritti, it will go to the maximum extent of governance and maximum strength of administration. So, this is the absolutely most beneficial aspect in mundane so far as this horoscope is concerned.
What are the prevailing dashas and the antadashas of his reign right now?
Yes, you see, this is a very intelligent and valid question. The Mahadasha in the beginning, it started 48 to 56, 1948 to 56. Saturn, it means the balance dasha. Though the Saturn dasha, it is say 19 years.
19
But bearing this 11 years were consumed, before the birth of this nation.
Okay.
So this is 8 years were available, and there was this house is aspected by this rogue, and during this period Israel had a lot of war, lot of aggression, but ultimately it resulted victorious. So this is the 48 to 56. Then Sun was from 2000 to 2006. Sun is having the lowest period of dasha, 6 years. Reason, Sun is the king of all the planets. Of all the planetary system, the dasha is of 120 years. But the Saturn is the king, King is different from commoners. King is different from Vritti. King is different from Shani. Though Shani is also important. But Shani has given the factor of Vritti. Vritti means servant, And the king has to make a control over wicked person, over the poor persons, over the persons who reside in sort of dens, who reside in slum areas. So that is why the dasha of Sun is 6 years. And then this is the most pertinent dasha, Rahu in Rahu. So it started from 16th February 1923, and Rahu dasha, it will continue for 18 years. So Rahu dasha, somehow this will create problems. Rahu is in 8th house. Rahu, if it is in good, suppose Rahu would have been here, then this would have given good situation, provided Ketu has been here. So this was a good thing, Rahu and Ketu. But here problem is Rahu is in 8th house. 8th house in mundane as well as in Parashari, in both the cases. 8th house is not good. But sometimes, in Parashari system, in last videos, we have seen the horoscope of Osho. Then 8th house, it is very good. Even 4 planets in the horoscope of Amitabh Bachchan. But in mundane, only one planet is there. And the saying in Sanskrit is Shanivat Ketu Kujvat Ketu Shanivat Rahu. Means Kuj means Mangal. Kujvat Ketu. Ketu behaves like Mangal. Rahu behaves like Saturn. And problem was that in Saturn they had a lot of war. So that is the issue, Though moon is good, but Rahu will create problem everywhere, and sudden things, then sudden deaths. sudden attacks, unprecedented things, clandestine approach of the enemies. This will happen. This is there in horoscope. I got this horoscope from somewhere, but the situation which is prevailing in the ecosystem, that Rahu, it will always play its role. Graha-dhinam naravashah graha-dhinam jagata. Graha, planets, they will prevail everywhere. So that is the basic thing.
Right. Tell us something about Navmansha also.
Navmansha, basically, if we consider this horoscope correct. So if the correct horoscope, then there are different charts, right, from D3 to D60. It means that every bhav, it can be further diversified and it can be classified in other 60 sort of spectrums or pattern. So here, like D7 is the mirror image. It is like a sort of mirror image of the original horoscope. And sometimes, you are expecting something from the D1 and you are not getting the result. Sometimes you are expecting something, especially this is important for education, career, or someone is suffering from some disease and he is getting a lot of treatment, but treatment is of no effect, it is of no use. Then we have to consider his D12. D12 is for the disease, D10 is for the profession or the Rajadharma, D9 is just mirror image. So here, that is the saving phase. And every time, because this is Gemini means Prithvi Tattva. So this is Kanya. Gemini is also another significance of this thing. But this is the Kanya. Kanya is always, Prithvi Tattva. So lot of Prithvi Tattva. They will be gaining lot of land. They will be gaining lot of things, because it is landlocked also. There is no sea, there is no water sources available. Right. So that way, it is signified by the presence of Varga. This is known as Vargottam. Any planet which is placed, suppose a planet is placed in 4th house in the Janma Lagna, and it is also placed in 4th house in Navmansha, then it is known as Vargottam. Vargottam means if it is good, so it will give more effective result. And if it is bad, but Vargottam, so the effect of that bad planet will be less, and it will be minimized. It will be minimized so far as its action and reaction is concerned. Now, I will tell something about the transit also. So, transit is very important. You must be knowing what transit. Transit, it is said as Gochar. Gochar is like, it is a temporary thing. Like you might have heard about the transit hostel. What is this? Transit hostel or transit accommodation. Someone is going someone is going from say Bombay to Srinagar, but in Delhi there is some transit hostel or transit accommodation. It means he can have a rest and he can have a break and he can further analyze his journey and he can further forecast and reschedule the things which he has to do in Srinagar. So transit is a temporary thing. And second aspect is that transit is always regulated and governed by the moon. It has nothing to do with Lagna. Transit is only signified with the moon because it is said that Sarveshu Graham चंद्र प्रधान खल गोचरेशु, सारे ग्रहों में चंद्रमा गोचर के लिए महत्वपूर्ण है. You see, moon is the most pertinent and the most important principal factor so far as the gochara transit is concerned. So that transit, it is like a celestial delivery person. What is transit? Transit is a celestial delivery person. Transit cannot change the final result. Transit can't tell that what will happen in the war, but in November or in December, what will happen, that you can evaluate by having a view of the transit of that very period. So that is the importance of transit. Suppose, some marriage is going to take place and the transit is not very good, so there will be some hindrance, either there will be some sort of vehicle will not be available or something, rescheduling has to, that is the effect of transit. Right. So here transit, at the moment, Mars and Ketu, Mars and Ketu, they are transiting over Lagna degree. So Lagna degree in case here is 27 to 29 degree, that is the factoring of the Lagna. So Mars and Ketu. So Mars, you know, this is, Mars is considered to be a commander-in-chief. 12th house is also not very good. In mundane astrology, 12th house, it is for the terrorism. It is for the kidnapping. It is for the abduction. It is for the solitary confinement. It is for the moksha. It is for the war-related crimes. And it is for the murders. It is for the atrocities on person. So Mars, you know, though Ketu is not that bad because second house, this is for the you see treasury. This is for the commerce, and this is for the what is your GDP and how the things move. What is your budget? But Mars is a treacherous thing. Mars in 12th house, you know, this is not considered to be good. Everywhere in mundane astrology, whenever there was something associated with Mars, there was something associated with Saturn, there was something associated with Rahu. This is why in mundane astrology. And mind you, in Mahabharata it is said that when Karna has gone to meet Krishna ji, Lord Krishna, he said that this time there is a transit of Mars. Though he was, you know, he was fighting from the other side. He was fighting from the side of Duryodhana, but he was well versed. Why he was well versed? Any answer? He was well versed because he was the son of the king of the planetary system. Right? So that way, because Karna was son of the king of the planetary system, he was the son of sun. So he was having an absolute knowledge of astrology, and he said the transition of Mars is not good at that moment during that period, and it is definite that Pandavas are going to win and Kauravas they are going to lose. But he was confined with the Rajadharma. So coming back to this, you know, so at the moment this is not good. Mars and Ketu over Lagna is not good. Till this Rahu Dasha is there, maybe sometimes, you know, Rahu Dasha, there will maybe other Antardashas. If the whenever in this Mahadasha, there will be Antardasha of Jupiter, there will be Antardasha of Venus, there will be Antardasha of Mercury. So you know, they will give good result. And whenever there will be this Antardasha of Mars, whenever there will be this, this Rahu, and there is another factor. At the moment, Rahu and in any planet, if a planet is in Mahadasha, the first Antardasha is of that planet. So the earlier Antardasha, the first Antardasha will be Rahu. Rahu and Rahu means Rahu is a treacherous gentleman here, and he is in the 8th house, and he is Antardasha. So this is known as Dasha Chhidra. Dasha Chhidra is also the worst factor. So that way, you know, we can signify the quantum of and the magnitude of loss which has been created by this planet. So that is the total story. And subsequently, I think we can deal some more factors regarding transit, regarding Ashtaparg, and regarding so many other things in our other videos. But at the moment, this is not good. And whenever this Rahu will, Dasha will be there, after Rahu, the Dasha of Jupiter will. Best part will come. They can do whatever they want to do. Reason being, there is no opposition. There is no opposition. In Lagna, Prithvi Tattva is there, you know. Jupiter, it is in own house, so they can acquire lands and whatever they want to do, they will do. And Raj Yoga, you know, 9th and 10th, so they will invert their efforts. But till now, the Dasha of Rahu is concerned. Bad planets in the Dasha, they will give bad results. Good planets, they will give you good results. So that is the total story.
Right.
So, viewers, this time we were able to give a bit of perspective over the Israel-Palestine war. And earlier, the limitation, the impediments with the mundane is that very less material is available. The only material which can be set with authority is a Varamir Varamihir he considered Ujjain as center, and considering Ujjain as center, he made so many chakras. So the Kurma chakra which he made, so it is not significant at the moment. The reason being that the Makar Rashi of India, which he propounded, and a lot of geographical transformation has been done. Now, during his period, he was having different concept of mountains and different concept of terrains. It is not available today. So there is, you cannot trust any book. There is no material available. Suppose you are a doctor, earlier we had doctors, we had like doctor, you go to doctor and he will see some pulse and other things, he will prescribe them. This time situation has changed. But in spite of these impediments, I have tried my best to illustrate in a very sort of significant manner. And if you like this channel, you like my program, always give a thumbs up factor. Thumbs up factor, this will take a fraction of your time, but for us this is a valuable time, because if we get some 10 to 15 thumbs up, so that will sort of inertia will be in our zeal and enthusiasm. And always write your comments. Always write comments. If there are certain criticism also, they are also welcome. So with this, thank you for watching this program. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best. Namaskar.
Namaskar.